brilliance and boldness often go hand in hand. From the wheel to artificial intelligence, history is packed with inventions that change the world. But in some cases, the line between genius and disaster was razor thin. Some inventors paid the ultimate price for their creations, becoming the first victims of their own ideas. Here are 5 brilliant minds who, ironically, were defeated by their own inventions. The flight that never took off. The dream of flying has always fascinated humanity. But Robert Cocking learned the hard way that not every innovation takes off. In 1837, the British painter designed a revolutionary parachute that, according to him, would ensure a smoother landing. Eager to prove his invention, he boarded the Royal Nassau balloon and jumped from 5,000 feet in the air. The problem? Cocking underestimated the weight of his own equipment, which collapsed mid-air. The result was a fatal impact with the ground, turning his creation into a deadly mistake. The Flying Tailor. Franz Reichelt, an Austrian-born tailor living in France, also had sky-high ambitions. He developed a suit for pilots that, in theory, would transform into a parachute in case of an emergency. But instead of conducting more tests with mannequins, he chose to be his own test subject. On February 4th, 1912, he climbed to the first platform of the Eiffel Tower before a crowd of anxious spectators and took the leap. Unfortunately, the suit failed miserably, and Reichelt plunged to his death. The tragic spectacle was captured in photos and film, making it one of the first fatal accidents ever recorded. Challenging the sea. Henry Winstanley was an engineer fascinated by bold inventions, but his greatest creation was a lighthouse built offshore to prevent shipwrecks along England's treacherous Eddystone coast. Convinced of its durability, he boldly declared that he would be happy to stay inside during the worst storm imaginable. In 1703, his confidence was put to the test and shattered. A hurricane tore through the area, destroying the lighthouse and taking Winstanley with it. Ironically, he died trying to protect sailors from the very fate he suffered. Electrocuted by science. In the 18th century, electricity was a mysterious and captivating force. Inspired by Benjamin Franklin's experiments, Russian physicist Georg Wilhelm Richmann sought to measure the intensity of atmospheric electricity using an electrometer he designed. In 1753, during a thunderstorm, he connected his device to a metal rod. That was a fatal mistake. A lightning bolt struck his equipment, triggering an explosion that killed him instantly. Richmann became the first recorded victim of an electrical experiment gone wrong. The Death Machine. At the dawn of the 20th century, industrial progress was in full swing, and William Nelson, an engineer at General Electric, wanted to be part of the revolution. He developed a prototype for a motorized bicycle that promised to transform urban transportation. The problem? It was faster than it was safe. During a test run in 1903, Nelson lost control of the vehicle and suffered a fatal crash. His invention accelerated too much, sending him straight to his death. The cost of brilliance genius comes at a price, and these inventors paid with their own lives. While their creations proved fatal to them, they helped shape the world as we know it. Their stories blend courage, ambition, and tragedy, a reminder that innovation, no matter how groundbreaking, must always be met with caution. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content. See you next time.